Khabib has more power. Edson Barboza predicts Tony Ferguson vs Khabib. We are weeks away from one of the most anticipated fights in the history of the lightweight division. The excitement among the fans for this fight is at its peak, and it's safe to assume that all hell will break loose when Khabib Nurmagomedov finally steps into the octagon to face Tony Ferguson. While Khabib Nurmagomedov has been unbeaten ever since he made his MMA debut, Tony Ferguson has been steamrolling his opponents for years now. While Khabib overwhelms his opponents with an elite level of grappling, Tony brings relentless pressure and wildness into the octagon. It's really difficult to predict this fight, as both of fighters are capable to beat any lightweights on a given day. Recently, Edson Barboza spoke to Helen Yee and tried to predict this lightweight title fight. Barboza favors Tony Ferguson to beat Khabib Nurmagomedov. Edson Barboza has fought both Khabib and Tony in the past and has suffered defeats on both times. And according to Barboza, Tony Ferguson should be favored in this matchup. Barboza believes that Ferguson's creativity and wildness will be the key to get over Khabib. Barboza stated, "It's going to be a great fight. Very excited for this one. It's funny because sometimes I see the fight, I think about the fight and think it's a good fight for Khabib. But at the same time, Ferguson is hard to fight. His style, he's a little bit different with everybody. I think Ferguson might win the fight, because he's a little bit better striker. He's more creative. Everybody knows what Khabib is doing, but he does it very well. Everybody knows, but nobody can stop it. I feel Ferguson because he's a little bit more creative. You never know what's coming." Khabib Nurmagomedov. Talking about power, Barboza explained that Khabib has a little bit more powerful on the ground. There are things where Khabib dominates his opponents, and there are certain aspects of the game where Ferguson shines. Barboza continued, "Both guys have power. I feel Khabib has a little bit more power, especially on the ground. He's a little bit stronger. Like I said, some things Khabib is better, some things Tony Ferguson is better. It makes the match exciting. Though Tony Ferguson is a nightmare for any fighter in the lightweight division, it is hard to bet against Khabib Nurmagomedov. Everyone knows what Khabib's game plan is. Yet nobody has been able to overcome it. However, if Tony can defend the takedowns, keep the fight standing, and put the pressure on Khabib, we might see the Eagle in some serious trouble for the first time inside the octagon." Please save trees and nature. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you.